What's going on YouTube? Q back here again with another video for you. In today's video, finally got snow. It only took until January. So today's video is going to be the 6-month ownership review of my 2023 GR Corolla Core Edition with the performance pack, pretty much fully loaded. So I could not wait for this to happen. Even though I hate snow and I hate the cold, single digits outside. Cannot stand wintertime in Michigan, but I've been here all my life, so I'm used to it by now. But to drive this car in the snow, I've been waiting for this for a long time, and it's finally here. So we got a blizzard a couple days ago, so I got to drive it, but I didn't record the video, shamefully. But I'm about to get on the roads now because they're still somewhat clear, somewhat not clear. It's a little messy out there, but we're going to make it do what it do. So I'm about to go what it's like to own this car over the 6-month ownership. Before you leave, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, browse the channel. Let's jump into it. We are in a polar vortex right now, so it's only gonna get up to like the teens for the whole week. So I'm exclusively driving this. This won't be able to drive this at all. So I'm gonna say goodbye to it. But the Corolla is gonna be the main car that I drive because it is built for the winter time. And this is what I bought the car for. All this snow, ice, this car is just built for that. So it's all-wheel drive, 6-speed manual, 300 horsepower, 273 pound-feet of torque. So this has the heated steering wheel, heated seats, and it's just going to be a pleasure to drive. Because just driving around on the streets when everybody else was driving slow and slipping around, I had no issues whatsoever. I just went and stopped. And I'm also on the Vertestein winter tires right here, so it is a tank in the snow. It's just going to grip like it always does. Even on summer tires, it just gripped all the time, and it's going to do more of the same in snow and ice. You can see right here, I got icicles all the way to the ground. I actually need to shovel this before I pack it down, but I'm about to leave. But I'm about to mount you all up in the car because it's too cold for this. So let me clear the snow off the car. The Integra won't be getting as much use in this kind of weather, so it's going to be the garage queen for a couple months. But yeah, we outside with this right here. Also, shout out to the Men of Culture, got Race Car France, Blueprint 1 Elite, Honey Gang Nate. Go check out their channels on the feature section of mine. Been out here 10 minutes and getting frostbitten, so we're gonna jump in the car and finish this video. But let me talk about the one problem that I have had that has nothing to do with the air box where I got the cold air intake. Let's go to the trunk of the car so we can talk about it. So the only real issue that I did have, so I'm gonna lift this up. My negative battery terminal is broken. So I don't know if you guys remember when I said I was going to the dealership and they said my battery terminal, like my battery might be dying or something or need to be checked out. So they did a couple battery tests on it. And then after that, once I did the cold air intake install, we disconnected the battery terminal. But the bolts that hook up to it, it wouldn't tighten up the right way, and then it ended up breaking. So I got to get a new battery terminal. This thing looks different than a normal battery terminal. Let me zoom in on here. So it's like broke off on the side. It works for now, but I look for a replacement part because this is like a complex negative terminal. This is like $180. I ain't about to pay that. So I'm about to have to figure, whoo, it's cold out here. The camera won't even see me. Dude, what's going on? So I'm about to have to figure out a way to get that. I might have to just make my own or see if somebody can like connect something to it, or probably just make my own. But it's good for now. Like I did have one problem where it disconnected, but it's on there good now. So finagled that thing to make it work. That's the only problem. But let's talk and drive because it's too cold to be outside. Wipers thing got stuck to the windshield, man. Had to go knock them things off. All right, we good now. We can finally see out of here. Forgot to hit the rear defrost. Dang. And the rear defrost is also a side window or side mirror defroster as well. So heated side mirrors, that's what that does. Today is the day where it has to say avoid excessive acceleration due to temperature, because this thing is reading 10 degrees and it's been windy. We've been getting gusts to like 50 or 30 to 50 miles an hour, so that's going to make it feel like negative probably 10 degrees. So it's cold in here in Michigan. They ain't playing. We're in a polar vortex right now. But talking about this car and what it's like living with for these past 6 months. Man, had to pull over and now I got to restart the video. Man, these roads are so rough. This car, the suspension is firm, especially with its snow-packed roads now. And the camera was just shaking all around. And then, yeah, lost positioning. So this car's still not warm yet, even though it's been sitting there for like the last 10-15 minutes trying to warm up. Oh, debris everywhere on this road. The wind has been strong for like the last 2-3 days. Aside from that issue with the trunk, this car has been flawless, and the cold air intake, you know. But that's no fault of the car it's on. That's like me doing an aftermarket mod. This GR Corolla, I don't know if it likes mods. Well, it obviously doesn't. Not even the cold air intake, because I didn't think that would be a huge deal. That's like the easiest modification you can do, especially on a car like this. But man, that check engine light has been giving me problems. This is the third time I had to stop the car just because the suspension is so firm, my camera just keeps twirling to the side and getting off me. So that's a testament to how firm this car is. But this is what it is, a rally car. And what I did notice when I was driving when the snow was actually wet, because we got a whole lot of rain this week and a lot of snow with wind. And these mud flaps, I never had a car with mud flaps on it before, especially like purpose-built mud flaps. Like the ice and rock chunks that were hitting the mud flaps were loud. It was making me like, dang, what's that hitting my car? But it's just it got very loud on these mud flaps with all the snow and slush hitting it, because it was frozen. I still, even though I let a few people drive the car, shout out to Blueprint 1 Elite, he was the last person to drive my car, and he chose the Integra over it. I still choose the GR Corolla as the most fun to drive car. It just does so, like, just all the driving characteristics. Everything else alone, like, no, it's not the most spacious, the most practical, but if you eliminate all that and just driving enjoyment, the GR Corolla is going to be the top for me. It just does, man, I don't even know if I can express in words like how much I enjoy driving this car, but it's so much fun, especially on days like today where we got snow and ice out here. That handbrake is gonna really come in handy, and I'm on the roads right now, so I really can't do it, but you know I'm gonna do it because I love to do it. But man, this car is just so much fun to drive. And now I drive it in 4x4 all the time, the 50/50 mode, and it just doesn't slip at all. Like, I can just floor it out here on snow and ice, and it just goes. And that's a testament to the winter tires on here. But this car has been amazing. It's built for this, and I can't wait for it to snow again. I hate being outside in the cold, but this car, when I just want to drive it for fun, like when I don't have to actually shovel this crap, like, it is so much fun to be out here. And I'm hanging with like trucks, SUVs on the road, not slipping and sliding. And a lot of cars cannot take off like this car can, because it's 4x4 on here. The all-wheel drive system is so good. It's excellent. It just does not skip a beat. I'm gonna always have traction, and that can take away from the fun. Like when you don't want traction like that, actually let me put it in 30/70 mode, because I want to get a little bit tail happy. So it will do that if you wanted to, but it's still gonna grip. And I got traction control on, of course. So let me see if I can bust it. No, I wasn't even going fast enough. We need some momentum. But the GR Corolla, they really took the time to develop this powertrain and the all-wheel drive system, and that's what makes this car so good to me. The only thing I wish they would do was make it a little bit more playful, because like I said, we saw in the press release, like, they were doing like burnouts and like sliding and drifting. I don't know a single person that can do that owns one of these. And I did get a comment where a guy said, oh, you need the performance package. I got the performance package, so it's not the differentials that I'm lacking, because I have those. The car is just not, it's kind of unpredictable. Sometimes you can slide it, but other times you can't. And I haven't mastered that. I just need a big wide open space. The fuel economy, I've been getting better. So I've been getting like 20, my last tank was like 24, 25. So once you baby it, shift it around 2,000 RPM, it can be efficient. That's not what it's made for, but just throwing that out there because that matters to some people. Man. And then the blow off noises, the whooshes. This car just got a ton of character, man. And that's what I like about it so much. And then just get some turns in. This thing is, I would have to turn traction control off to slide more, but this traction control keeps you safe. Like, it won't slip. It's very hard to get this car to slip with no traction control. Actually, let me turn it on expert mode, which will limit the ESC, so the stability control. So that's somewhat on, but at least the traction is off. There we go. The back will come around just a little bit. Actually, I was 50/50, so I need to put it on 70/30. But this car has been fantastic. It's no slouch at all. I don't understand how people just don't say it's a fun car. Like, shout out to race car friends. He didn't find this car fun to drive. He wanted to love it. So did Blueprint. Actually, Blueprint did enjoy the driving experience that he had. And to me, this is just, man, it's just so much fun to drive on public roads. Like, forget all the stats, and which is no slouch at all in that fact as well. Like, the track times, he had to lose to the Type R and Type S on the track. But this car for like off-road duties or like inclement weather, you're not gonna be able to beat it. Dang, I can't even slide on ice, dog. What's going on? But yeah, for a commuter car that's gonna get you wherever you're trying to go in the wintertime, like I'm gonna have to deal with winter for like the next 4 months here in Michigan. It's just gonna go. And I'm not gonna have to worry about anything. Like, if the weather's bad, if I gotta go through a blizzard with the record amount of snow, this car is gonna be able to get me through it. Now, the ground clearance is gonna be less, but yeah, no regrets. Fantastic purchase on my part. Still one of my top cars that I have on as far as driving experiences. But the one thing holding it back, like, a lot of people want this as an only car. I don't think it could be, and for me, it's not gonna be an only car. For some people that works, for other people, no. But this is my fun, playful car. If you're all about the playful nature, this car is gonna be it. It'll keep you safe, and it's so well built, like no rattles at all. Like like people say that my Integra is built in America, and it's gonna have rattles and stuff like that. Like, oh, I want my JDM car to be built in Japan. This is that car. This car has no squeaks, no rattles, very well built, and you can tell, man. But the interior is cheap on here. You want to step it up to the circuit. If you want a premium, a nicer interior, this is still an econo box at the end of the day. Woo! Yeah, so keep that in mind. Like, this car, you got to realize what it is. It's not a do-it-all car. It's a rally car. The suspension can be firm for some. Like, a lot of people, like, the more mature audience is going to like a smoother suspension. This ain't it. A better interior. This ain't it. If you want a fun sports car with all-wheel drive, a great alternative to the WRX, or a much cheaper alternative to the Germans that don't even offer manuals anymore, this is going to be it. And this, man, it's my car, man. Having a good time with this. But let me know what you guys think about the GR Corolla. If you own one, have you had the snow experience yet? Because actually, this snow has been a little bit underwhelming to me. It hasn't been that deep, and people about to run and slide through stop signs. Like, this hasn't been the deepest amount of snow for me. This ain't even real snow for me. I need like 6 to 8 inches. That's what she said. But there's only been like 2 to 4 inches on the ground, and it hasn't been that much. That's why I didn't even make a video driving through it, because yeah, it was traffic, rush hour when it did happen, then it got dark. So, but yeah, 6 months of ownership, loving this car, fantastic. So what does the future hold? I don't know. Still looking at mods and talking to some companies to see what they got coming out, but I don't know if this car is going to take well to many mods, especially ones that's going to void the warranty, if you know what I mean. But I'm open to it, looking out for them. But hopefully y'all enjoyed my 6-month ownership video. What are we sitting at now? Like 6,900 miles. About to be at 7,000 miles real soon. So I almost put 4,000 miles on here since taking delivery of this. So hopefully y'all enjoy this video. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, browse the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.